Okay, I said I was done, but I forgot that I said I would do number one from the homework. So let me show y'all that. Where was I? Oh, I got to share my screen. Oh, yeah. Okay. Shoot, I had this somewhere. Here it is. 7.6, number one. So sine of theta equals 3/4. They tell you where it is, and then I want to find the rest of these. So let me get this over here so I can still be looking at it. Okay, so they tell me that sine of theta equals 3/4, and they tell me theta is between 0 and pi over 2. So that means it's over here in the first quadrant, which basically is telling me that my cosine of theta will be positive. That's why I'm interested in this. So if the sine theta is 3/4, so I know the cosine squared theta is 1 minus 9/16, which is 16 minus 9 is 7/16. Right? 7 plus 9 is 16? Yeah, 7 plus 9 is 16. So that tells me that the cosine of theta is √7/4. Well, I guess technically it's plus or minus, but I will take the plus because of my quadrant. So I have my sine, I have my cosine, and then to do the rest of these is just kind of using those two things here, right? So the first thing they tell you to do is to find sine 2 theta, which is 2 sine theta cosine theta. I'm going to call that 6√7/16. Then I'm going to reduce that into 3√7/8. And I'll just show you. And they like it. So the rest of them, can I just say work exactly the same? For cosine 2 theta, I'm just going to use the identity here, cosine squared minus sine squared, and just plug my two things in and subtract them. Same thing for sine theta over 2. Now, again, well, maybe I'll do this one. Again, what we're going to notice is, remember, because theta is over here and theta over 2 is over here. So when I say this equals plus or minus, I know to take the plus because I'm over there. So same thing with cosine. So there is a plus or minus in these formulas, but you can tell based on that quadrant which one we should use. So this is going to be root 1 minus cos theta over 2. Cosine theta was √7/4. Square root that whole thing. So I guess simplifying this, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 4. It's going to give me it's going to give me, geez, It's going to give me 4 minus root 7 over 8, and all that's over a square root. But okay, remember from my math lab, they don't like this radical in the denominator. So this is something I can fix later for the quizzes and stuff, but for now, if we want it, they're going to mark it wrong. Root 8 becomes 2 root 2. Then I go, okay, well, I don't like this radical in the denominator. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by root 2. So that's going to be root 8 minus 2 root 7 over 2 times root 2, which is 2 times 2. And there's my answer. No radicals in the denominator. And we're happy. But again, if we were doing this on written homework, this is a perfectly acceptable answer. If you put that in my math lab for the quiz, we'll go back in and change it. But for now, if you want to get the answer they're saying, rationalize that denominator. Okay, sorry I missed that. But I'm going to go ahead and end this and try to start getting everything posted.